The channel, and welcome to the answer to a community question asked by Mark Batson, Hobby Dude 007. He was talking about show haulers. And when I saw the title, I thought, yes, I can do this video. Show hauler. And then I watched his video, and it wasn't talking about this. But it's still just as cool. How do you transport your models to a model show? I don't know if that's the exact question, but that's how I'm phrasing it now. I've watched Mark Batson's video, Hobby Dude 007. I watched Jason over at Blue Ox Model Shop's video, and I watched Fred Henry's video, West Georgia Rods and Customs. These three guys have a lot in common with me as far as hauling stuff on one aspect. We all use Sterilite totes. Now, I take my Sterilite tote, take the lid off of it, remove the stuff that's already inside that I've stored here, which is actually another show hauler that we're working on. Excuse me. And tires and wheels. And it brings me down to mirrors, cards. I printed these out on paper. I was thinking about putting them next to my cars at the show. The BG Lucas C, BG Chuck at Chuck's Hobby Spot, Lucas C's Porsche grip wheel. This got set next to the Porsche that I took. Mirror bases for my displays if I use them. And then I take, these are baby receiving blankets. Now, I don't know how popular they are anymore. Back in the 2000s, actually 90s and 2000s, when I was working at the textile manufacturer that made these, they were pretty popular. We did a lot of them. So I got some of them, seconds. Okay, I didn't just take stuff off the line. These were seconds. I cut them into squares. I take a model. Wrap it in the receiving blanket and place it gently in the tote. Now, at the last show, I carried 8 cars in this tote. 2 layers. Stack them on top of each other. Take your lid. Press it down real tight to make sure it doesn't come loose. So one of the guys that I ran into at the last show, which was the Model Builders of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, he's a member of the Foothills Plastics Pros Model Car Club. And he was James Bond in it. I had not seen anything like this. Was really, really cool. He had a metal attache case, you know, like the type that you'd handcuff to your wrist. And it had shelves in it with pads and foam and his cars. I thought that was really cool. Kenny K-Dog Shores, he has a wooden box that he hauls his in. If he still does now, he might do his own video, so don't take my word for it. And Kenny, I'm sorry if I lied to everybody. Now, the difference between Mark's, Jason's, and Fred's is foam. They have cut foam to put little cushions between each of their cars. And I'm thinking, okay, that is a really, really cool idea. Because Mark's displays, he has all these extra pieces to go with it. So he takes toothpicks and he pins these things to where they won't move around, and he can take the hood off the vehicle. Yeah, I had to glue the mirror back on that 57 when I got it back from that show. My 60 Ford truck over here, I had to reattach the trailer hitch. So I'm thinking the company I work for now has a foam division. Why don't I have foam in here? I can, you know, like the textiles, I can have receiving, or I can have seconds and get me some pieces of foam to put in here. So guys, I appreciate those ideas. That was some really unique ways that you display. Jason's is cool because he labels the top of his tote with what cars are in there. And that's, I take 8 cars, I take them in this. I don't need to know what cars are in there, but Fred's are those stackable ones, and I really like those also. And when he was talking about doing his, I'm sitting there thinking, I would put a band around those. And then you got to the point where he said he puts a band around them to keep them to get, for the handles don't just say, I'm done, I'm out of here. So, I mean, lots of ideas out there, guys, and it's got me to really thinking. So the next time you see me at a show, I'm not going to pull up with a wagon like Mark Batson, which is, dude, that's cool. That is, because that's your phrase. I like that. There will be a little bit more care taken with mine. I will start to see beer. I think I heard it rattling in there. So now I've got a job to do. I've got a job to do now. Thank you very much, Mark. You caused me. Okay, no, you didn't cause me work. It was me throwing it in the box for dramatic effect. Guys, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing. Love your comments. I appreciate every one of you so much. Mark, thanks for this question. And like I said, it's gonna, my carrying is gonna change for sure. Not just because you said so, but because you all have great ideas. Jason, Fred, same to you guys. And like I always say, if this is the sort of thing you like, I'm going to have to write it on the wall up here where y'all can't see it so I can read it to myself, because if you like this sort of thing, this will be the sort of thing you like. It's how it's supposed to go. God bless you guys.